So there is a brand new Sony camera that's being announced July 12th, and it sounds quite exciting. And in today's video, I thought I would geek out a little bit with you and talk about what this camera might be and what some of those specs might be on that camera. So the scooter's okay, in case you were asking, but let's read about some of these new specs on this brand new camera, and it seems to be an APS-C crop sensor camera. So all of this is from Sony Alpha Rumors, and in the past they've been quite accurate, so let's read what they have to say. And if you're new here, make sure you hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and if you're already subscribed and you came back, thank you so much for being here again. It's been a while since we talked about camera rumors, and I thought today would be a nice day just to film this quick video while I enjoy the outdoors. So it's apparently going to be the Sony a6700, which is an upgrade in the a6000 series. The recent one, or the latest one, is the a6600, so this would be potentially an upgrade to that camera. It says here that the a6700 will have a 26 megapixel sensor, 4K 120. And if you take a moment to pause, this is huge.
What did you just say?
The a6600, I think, has 4K 30 only, so this will not only have 4K 60, I'm assuming, but also 4K 120. Not even my full frame Sony a7 IV has 4K 120, to give you an idea. It'll have two dual SD and Type A card slots. Again, for an APS-C camera, this is huge. It'll have AI features, so we can guess that there'll be some of the AI features that were incorporated in the Sony a7R V, which is again a full frame camera. And it says it'll have a slightly larger body with the front dial under the shutter button. Seems like it would be similar to a full frame body. That's what it sounds like. And the price will be slightly below the price of the Fuji X-T5. And the price for the Fuji X-T5 currently on B&H is Fuji X-T5 mirrorless camera on B&H is $1,699 US, which is a little bit expensive for this camera. Just to give you an idea, the current a6600 costs $998 for a body only. So I'm guessing the a6700 will be between $1,300, $1,500, who knows, but definitely not in the price range as the a6600. To get really low for this, but let's talk about some of the unconfirmed specs on the Sony a6700. We've got a 3.67 million dot EVF, a multi-selector for focus point control, which sounds very interesting. It says it'll have no articulating screen, at least not a fully articulating screen like that on the a7R V, which you can tilt and also fully articulate out. So maybe something similar to the other Sony cameras, just like an articulating screen, like the a7 IV, for example. It says it'll have focus stacking in camera and a whopping 7-stop of in-body image stabilization. The a6600 have 5 stops. This will have 2 more stops, which maybe means you might not need a gimbal with this camera. Who knows? But those are some of the unconfirmed specs. But it seems like this would be a very promising camera. And who knows, it might be that semi-professional camera for those who want more professional controls on a camera, but on a slightly smaller body than a full frame. Or it could probably be a really good travel camera for both photo and video, but that is to be seen. Stay tuned to a couple of days so we can geek out about the specs on this camera when it finally gets released on July 12th. So make sure you're subscribed and come back for that so we can chat about that new camera. So that's it for today's video. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in a few days.